Hi, in this video I'm going to be testing the Parsonver Swimming Smartwatch to see just how waterproof it is. So I've been a competitive swimmer for most of my life, and I'm always interested in trying out new tech to see how it helps my swimming. And I recently heard about this Parsonver swimming watch that claims that it's rated down to 50 meters depth. So I decided to give it a try. I purchased one in October of 2025, and for a couple of months I've been using this on my workouts. You can see here I'm just about ready to start a workout wearing the watch, and for the first few tries it seemed to be working as advertised. It was giving me about the right number of yards that I was swimming in a workout. It didn't record when I was kicking, but, you know, that's something that is not a big deal. I could actually figure that in. But lately what I've noticed is that when I've tried this in my workouts, I don't get any results, and the watch has been behaving very erratically. So I've decided to do some bench testing to see just what's going on with this. So in the following parts of this video, you can see some of the bench testing I've tried. So I'm starting with a bare watch. I've taken the straps off, and you can see here that the watch appears to be working correctly. It's giving me the time of day. I can scroll over to where it allows me to select a pool swimming workout right there. So I select that. I select pool swimming, and the type of distance I'm going. In this case it was 27 yards per lap. Alright, so now it starts up. It actually goes into waterproof mode, and the clock starts. So far so good. That is exactly what I would expect. So what I'm going to do now is simulate me taking this into a pool while it's running. So I've put a couple inches of tap water into this little glass, and I just drop the watch in there while it's running. So if it were truly waterproof, there wouldn't be any difference. The thing would continue to clock the time and laps and all that kind of good stuff while it's running. So far, so good. So after a couple of minutes, I noticed some weird behavior. Specifically, one of the LEDs underneath the watch just kind of came on by itself and started flashing and changing brightness levels. That worried me a bit. And I also noticed that there were a couple of bubbles around the watch, which makes me believe that maybe something is leaking. Maybe it's not really that waterproof. Alright, so after about 10 minutes, I removed the watch from the water, put it on a nice dry paper towel so it could dry off, dabbed it a little bit, and tried to start it up. Okay, so immediately it says, yep, we're ejecting the water. That's expected. Everything looks fine. But then all of a sudden, I get this message that it's overheating and it needs to shut down. And now it comes back on again, and immediately it goes back on for a second and then gives me the same message. It's overheating and it needs to shut down. Even though it wasn't boiling water, it was room temperature tap water. The other thing I've noticed is that it looks like there's water droplets underneath the LED windows. So again, that tells me that water has leaked into the internals of this watch, and it is not waterproof. So yeah, my conclusion is this is not a waterproof watch, and Parsonver needs to do something better to protect this.
La montre ne charge plus. Pas de réaction avec le bouton. Après moins d'un mois de fonctionnement, la montre ne charge plus.
Voilà, donc l'écran ne s'éclaire plus et il y a toujours ce point qui clignote. Et la montre ne se connecte plus à au téléphone de mon mari. Voilà.
Donc là, on reprend